Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Blending and Giggles by Josie B. Here I'm going to show you how to do this natural glam on hot chocolate skin. This is my friend Dee, and I thank her so much for coming over and allowing me to beat that face. Here, of course, always first step is cleansing the skin with witch hazel, which is all natural. Next, I'm going to use the Formula 10.06 Mattifying Moisturizer. Great if you have oily skin. And of course, a little milk of magnesia. Now, once the moisturizer is on and the milk of magnesia is setting, I like to fill in the brows. And I'm using Spike Pencil by MAC. This is a great brow pencil. And of course, just using a spoolie to make sure that everything is in place. Once everything is in place, I am now going in and I'm using LA Girl's Pro Concealer in the color Chestnut. I love, love, love these concealers. They're usually around maybe $3 or $4. They definitely do the job. So once I'm just following the shape of her brow, and once I do that, I'm just going to blend the concealer down towards the lid a little bit. And of course, what you do to one brow, you got to do to the other brow. Same thing, just blending that concealer down. Now as her eyeshadow base, I'm going to use MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. And I'm just going to apply that with my fingers. Now I like to set the concealer under the brows with banana powder, just to make sure that everything is set in place. Now once that, and I'm just using a blending brush. Now once I apply that banana powder, I'm going to be working it out of the Maya Mia palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to use the color Caramel and Sienna. Sienna is a natural warm brown color, kind of almost a reddish brown color. For her lids, I'm using Oktoberfest by Coastal Scents. You can usually get this, if it's in stock, for maybe around $1 or $2. Great eyeshadow. Now that eyeshadow wasn't enough, so out of that same Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, I used Glisten on top of that. Now I'm applying some 415 lashes. I did line her lids with the NYC liquid liner before I applied the lashes. So once those 415s are on, I'm applying just a couple of individuals just to give it a more fuller look, because that's not enough. You gotta stack your lashes. Stack, stack, stack. I applied some 747s in medium. Now using a Ruby Kisses. This is actually for a gray cover up, but I like to use it on the brows just to kind of soften it up and give it a lighter look. Time to color correct. For the color corrector, I am using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in orange. Just using that on the dark spots around the mouth, a little bit on the forehead, and under the eyes. It looks a little messy, but I'm just going to use my fingers to blend that out. Cute, 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 cute. She can just go on like that. Once that's applied, I am now using the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation, and her color is going to be NW50. That's the color that I'm using, just going under that under that orange color corrector. I'm not going to go too much under the eyes. I'm just really applying that foundation, of course, on the face. Now using a sponge, and I wet the sponge using the Mario Badescu, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, setting spray, and I'm just going to blend that in with the sponge. Now I'm using a concealer brush, same concealer that I used under her brows. I'm going to use Chestnut, of course, again. I'm going to put that under her eyes, down the bridge of her nose, Cupid's bow, and also chin and forehead. Same sponge, same setting spray, just blending that in. Just keep blending, just keep blending, 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 blending. She can go out the house just like that too. No, she can't do that. So once that's blended in to my liking, because that's how I like it, I'm going to set with Ben Nye's Banana Powder and Topaz. I like to mix those two together. I'm just going to set the under eye, and I'm just using a regular cosmetic sponge. Nothing fancy. Now I'm using the NARS Orgasm Illuminator. And also with the Freeman's leave-on mask, it's a coconut leave-on mask. I like to combine those together on that same sponge. I'm just going to use it under her nose a little bit, down the bridge of her nose and her forehead. Almost gives it that dewy look, almost. Very radiant skin, Now to set everything, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. The color that I'm using is going to be dark deepest or deep darkest, however you want to say it, potato. So with the Black Radiance contour and highlight palette, which is the bomb, and it's only $8, I'm going to actually contour her face. So just the hollows of her cheeks, down the sides of her nose. Now, out of that same palette, there's a Sculpting, which is a lighter shade, and I'm going to use that same sponge and just go down the bridge of her nose just to highlight it, because we want that nose to be snatched. Now, using that same contour shade, I'm just going to go in and lightly dust that across the forehead. Now, time for blush. I love blush. The blush I'm putting on is MAC's Raisin Blush. It's like a nice reddish brown. Oh my gosh, I love, 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 love this blush. Very beautiful. Once I apply that blush, of course to her cheeks, because that's not enough. We can't stop there. I am going to use the Lorax Tantalizer Bronzer just on her cheeks, down the bridge of her nose, and her forehead. Love it. Now time for mascara for her bottom lashes. Just using some regular Maybelline mascara. Now because I like to highlight, I need to highlight my life, okay? I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Gleam. I'm sorry, in Mimosa, and just down the bridge of her nose and her cheeks. Now for the fun part, I did moisturize her lips using the Baby Skin by Maybelline. Now I'm just lining the lips with just a brown, not a dark brown, but just a brown lip liner. And I'm taking Myth by MAC, and I'm just putting that in the center of the lips. And now I'm going to use the Wet n Wild, which is $2, by the way, just peachy lipstick. And I'm going to apply that on top of the Myth. And I just had her, of course, do some duck lips. And then I also used just a tiny bit of gloss, just a clear gloss on top of that. Now, because I'm not done, and I wanted it to be a little bit more natural, I did use the same concealer, and I applied that on top of the lips. So as you can see, I zoomed in so you can get into it. Get into this beat. Yes. Now this is a side view, and this is taken with a flash because, you know, the camera tells it all. So you have to be able to make sure that it photographs well with the flash. So yes, nice skin, nice glow. Love it, love it, love it. So beautiful. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, follow me on social media, iBeats by Josie. Thank you so much again. Have a wonderful day.